on her own, and she messed it up like that. And I was like, oh dear.
Oh man, yeah.
She was such a nice.
She's like classically trained as well, and all this kind of stuff.
She was just so innocent. It's like, this is not. This world is too cruel for her.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, that's it. Oh man. Anyway, moving forwards into the game, we will have SK playing a 3-man B setup. So the A retake, and that's an interesting way to do it, considering that Stewie is sitting in Palace. So that's really cool. So that's obviously a lot of information for SK to be able to stack towards the B bomb site. And Stewie's waiting there in case, you know, there's some kind of a rotation, something like that. And he's not overextending himself either. So I like that Stewie's sitting in the Palace like he is. And ooh, you love when you get those pops. It's not easy to do, but Bolts is going to do it. And that's the worst case scenario for a T side, not being able to get onto the site with all 5 players, and they can't even get out of the apartments. This is a huge problem.
Well, Sick has 3 HP, Sick has 0 HP, and that is all I have to offer for that round.
Yeah, and that's all you need to really say after something like that happens. The Silence USP, as much as I don't use it, I sometimes, you know, I just admire that first bullet headshot satisfaction. It's smooth as butter. It's like hitting a clean 9-iron up the fairway, you know, James?
Yes. I wanted to play, I wanted to drive some balls with you. Is that what you say?
Yeah, drive, hit some balls.
I wanted to whack some balls with you at
Maybe not whack.
Beyond the Summit. Well, for me, it's more whacking or clubbing, whichever one you prefer. But because we were staying in a golf resort.
Oh yeah, you saw that. I was in my vlog.
Yeah, I just spent my time eating in the restaurant though.
Nice it's nice. That little patio area is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Almost as nice as that run boost. Cadian looking to get Stu, who is tagged up a bit, and
oh.
There you go.
Oh wow.
I mean, after he's tagged, you should pretty much be aware that he's CT at some angle. You just don't know which. So Cadian will probably eventually either sit there or jump across the hole.
Did he put those Katowice stickers on his CZ? That seems like a bad use of them. I must be.
Cadian?
Yeah.
I remember he like cast it or was at one of those, so maybe it's nostalgic for him.
That.
Is it mouse sports?
Could be. We could have a better application. Yeah. We could have a better application of those. I sticker bombed my red line AWP with mouse sports hollow stickers.
So gearing up for the push into the A site. They've already got 2 tags, as you can see. Ferrer and Stewie are tagged up, so it could be a problem. But that's a good start from Stewie. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like this push is getting shut all the way down by the likes of Stewie and Fallen. MP9 plus scouts. Pretty good combo. And Rogue can't. They didn't even get that much damage off in the end, which is unfortunate. Only 1 player dead. And SK will be very happy with this start. And on this map too, there's something about this map when you get a good CT start, when you get the AWPs rolling in early, it feels like it's very snowbally as well. And very difficult for the Ts to find a way back in. And I think it can partially be due to the fact that when you do get the AWP, or even if you just play rifles on the CT side, you can do all kinds of aggression on the buy rounds. And it can be hard to predict. Stewie without a tag there, but getting tagged himself by Cadian reliably. Fer wants to get some action, just standing out there, looking to see if anyone's to face him, and he's so precise. Wow, precision.
Precise, quite nice.
Cold as ice.
Goes well on rice.
Take a slice.
Edifice.
That does not sound like it would entice.
No, but it still sounds nice. And
don't think twice. If the price is right.
Did we say price already? Right? Type night might. Reminds me of Malibu's Most Wanted. Nah, forget it. I mean, would, good, should, could, but you don't remember that with Jamie Kennedy? It's so funny. Hey, yo,
Continuing
traffic,
with
traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Feeling kind of car sick. There's a Ford Maverick. No? The A hit coming. 3A smokes, Bardolph. Do you love it or do you hate it?
Let's
It
see.
doesn't matter what you think.
That is also true. We are merely here to bear witness. CT has been left open, which means we would expect the T to push that area.
Woo.
No Molotov to the bench position. There was one on Vice, but the headshot will be even better. Now, this is interesting because Rogue have a number of people all going back to the same place. Are we going to see the mid-rotation? Yes, Cadian's on the way. Very slow retake from SK. And they're not afraid of the slow retakes on Mirage. In fact, I'd say they are masters at it on the A bomb site, but with a new player in tow, how well can they go? They're still not moving off the short position. Just now moving Coldzera. He's waiting to see somebody's flanking, and indeed, maybe Cadian's made too many footsteps. The flashbang is there, but how are they going to win the round? There's Cadian picked up, but there are still 4 more players to find on the bomb. Defusing, it's not going to work out for Fallen. Surely it's time to retreat. The round is over now. The round is with Rogue. The round is on Vogue.
And everyone was apart from Vice on Rogue, so that's something for SK, because they're gonna have a buy this round, and they can get the AWP out if they want. They can get the aggression out if they want. They don't even have to go AWPs. They could actually go keys on the Famasses and do something very aggressive. Not spend all the killer cash. They're gonna get double AWPs. They're gonna go maximum spending, all the spending, all the relixes, and Rogue want a... are they going to go contacts? Or what is the plan here for Rogue? Either way, it's going to be an A hit. Coldzera's in the bomb sites. Fallen will be smoked off.
And in they go. They need to move fast. Coldzera looking for a palace push with the counter flashes from his teammates. He may not be detected for a while. Tetris player taken down. Do they even know where he is? It seems they do. Obviously, the flashbang, if you get hit by it, takes the sound away as well, but he was spraying for quite a while, and he has kept him in a choke point. He's died for his country. 3 players remain, all still in the choke point, so they once made it a sandwich, and one made it a triple, and SGMD taken out by Fur. No trade from the sandwich players. He goes moving around.
Yep.
Wow.
Fur changing his elevation, which makes it more difficult, and now it's down to the 1 versus 1. The flashbang. Can Vice figure out where it came from? He is against Fallen, who's making his way into Jungle, or Jungle, depending on where you're from.
Yeah.
Boingo,
That
bango.
reposition. Vice was convinced he was still at CT. That's a really good display from Cold of some of the decision making from his position, because all he has to do is try to survive and distract long enough. He doesn't even necessarily need to kill anyone, but it's about creating a spot where those smokes go away and the bomb hasn't been planted yet. If you can accomplish that, then the T's on the site, it gets so hard for them when the smokes are gone.
Yeah. I concur. And he actually probably would have gotten a little bit more of a clean battle, but I don't know if he got team flash, but I saw some flash from Jungle. Might have blinded him.
Yeah, I missed it. But let's say Fur will not miss with the M4. He's going to knock down most of these assailants. Still, the remainder stuck in the apartments. And this is a problem for Rogue. The reset is pretty rough to deal with. 5-1 scoreline for SK on the CT side. And another save round, well, a full save round is incoming now from Rogue.
Eco round for Rogue. They've got a P250. They've got a decoy, in fact. Or is that a flash? It was a decoy. The decoy is in. Oh, Fallen up close to the AWP. Even if they take him out, which they won't, never mind. It's all irrelevant. 6-1 in favor of SK. Not often you see an AWP get caught in the shadow position, but only seen caught was Rogue. End of the hook for them, but not the end of the line. Not just yet. Still early here, but they do need to turn their fortunes around. SK in a position to start building their cash. They've got a full buy in the hole, but that can quickly disappear if Rogue play their cards right.
So pretty slow start here from both sides. SK opting for no aggression. Rogue opting to just go for a late mid take. And one of the things you can think about SK's, let's say playing it passively here. There's a pretty, if you feel like you're very much the better team and the other team is going to have holes in a lot of their offense, then you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to go aggressive. You can just play very solid and safe defenses, and they will offer up opportunities for you to exploit without you having to go search for them. It is at the very, very highest of levels when you need to consistently be throwing your opponent off their game because their game is so perfect otherwise.
Rogue finally take control of Connector after the second smoke from the short player to help the Connector player out. Stewie was looking around the smoke for the Cat players. Cat players looking around the smoke for Stewie. But nothing doing for either side. Now Fur creeping in. Will he be spotted by Cadian? He sees the foot.
Wow.
A bit slow on the mark, and somehow Cadian gets taken out there.
2 quick kills from Rogue, opening up the B bomb site and doing some damage towards A. They have both options available. It's Bolts and Fur left to try to clutch for SK. This is quite nice from Rogue, able to get the frags. Bolts just sticking out there, wants to fight. Takes Eco down to 16. Now, Plant comes in on the A side, and there is definitely a threat of Fur from the catwalk position, but is Sick going to go to stop this? Or rather GMD, and he will.
Just about.
Like Bolt's chances now.
GMD repositioning off the short area, and that is the round. That's exactly what Rogue needed, a complete wipeout of the SK Gaming forces. Again, SK do have a full buy in the hole, so Rogue needs to win that consecutive round to break them. Break them like the bats. Will it be 2 AWPs? Yes, Stewie and Fur. So is this where, on Cloud9, especially on Mirage, when things weren't going the way of Cloud9, Stewie, the third AWP once again, Stewie would turn it on and AWP on around the connector position and get really aggressive, hyper aggressive. And it seems he will bring that into the fold of SK as well.
Oh, he's doing it again. Fur's walking with an AWP.
Damn it.
There's 2 players.
It's almost pissing me off, even though it's going to work.
There's 3 here. Can Fur actually do this again? Oh, he whiffs the shot! Oh, and the second, which could have been a double, and that's Stewie without a trade.
That was literally almost the same. Like, take the first shot, reposition along the wall, and take the second.
Yeah.
Didn't hit either. I'm surprised that the leg shot didn't apply on the first one, the register rather.
Coldwell here. Hiko falling back from Palace, however. Doesn't know if ramp is safe or not, so he won't be hunting. Hiko's slowly moving back, so we'll see what SK can make of this. A man down, how much information can they really go for? They've put Bolts in the B bomb site on his own, and he's getting aggressive now. He's starting to look for information, but they've already got 3 people very deep in A, waiting for the info. Foyland's got 2 angles to hold, and they were coming to him, but now there are big problems. 3 versus 5. SK's Cold Zero's delayed the push somewhat. That allows Stewie to peek and cover his teammate. Cadian taken down around connect side. There's one more to find. Stewie, how is he doing this? Now it's Hiko alone. The flick, I'm not sure, that might have even hit him.
Stu's feeling it this round. All his problem could be is if he overextends here, but he's smart enough to wait for Bolt and bait himself, so he's going to swing out wide first. If he gets too far on the triple, though, that won't be... Ooh, I like that.
Oh!
That was very smart to climb up on the bench there to be able to see the headshot angle.
That's actually awesome. Oh my god, Stewie's so good.
Learn me some stuff, Stewie.
Stewie's one of those players. He's just like so fast. You can't really replicate. You can't replicate this, James. It's too fast.
And that's why he's on SK.
Absolutely.
If you wonder why did Stewie join SK, there is an example.
That is actually a very good point, James. It's a really clear example, isn't it? Because you don't see Taco doing this. Taco's a very good player, don't get me wrong, but you don't see him being able to do this.
That is a Stewie play.
This is a Stewie thing. So, and that is fantastic. I actually never thought of that.
Honestly, if he was a little bit more patient with his shot, he probably would have walled the guy under bow.
Yeah,
he was just feeling himself.
Yeah,
He just did the little flick right there, which didn't hurt him because he wasn't going to die either way. He was more focused on staying alive. So, good job, young Stewart.
And they bought 3 ops that round. Let's not forget. And that's. Oh wow. Fallen. Oh no, he's waiting. He loves it, doesn't he? He loves those jiggle peeks. You can jiggle peek Fallen all day. You're always going to die.
Yeah, you can re-pick that as well. Not forever, but it is a confidence peak, if you will. Cadian looking for info. He has the bomb as well, so he may show the bomb to Bolts in this situation. There we go. He's shown the bomb, and he's shown too much of the bomb. Now it is a question of containment. With 2 AWPs in tow, they can put an AWP in line down the B apartments. So this is a really, really bad spot for Rogue. They have to gravitate towards the bomb. They have to. They have no holes to exploit around the map. They haven't picked any players off. They must gravitate towards the bomb.
Oh my god. Ooh, that could have gone a lot worse, I suppose, but it's actually going fairly bad. Vice might have an opportunity to plant here. He goes, yeah, he's going to be safe to nail the plant and actually get an after plant here with the smoke to play off of as well. Opportunity, but Fer is already in a very deep off angle, and Vice just couldn't account for that. So it'll be another round for SK. And that was a good result from Rogue, though.
7-3-5-5-6-0-8. Can we get a pop song?
Solo.
Huh?
Solo act.
No.
I can do this.
7-3-5-5-6-0-8. 7-3-5-5-6-0.
We're a team, man. You know, Simon Cowell often plays the cymbal in the background of his artist's songs so he can claim royalties. True story. It's a true story.
That's
really?
genius.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Literally plays the cymbal. No, the triangle, the triangle.
Can't deny that it is genius.
Wait, how does he even get away with that?
Well, he owns the bands. Who can stop him? Nobody. He's gone mad with power. He's Vince McMahon.
That's actually awesome, though.
It is, yeah, I love it.
He's just in the back like, ding.
With a triangle, yeah.
I'm a genius, ding.
Give me my money, ding.
Wow.
That's actually probably something like a funny. Like he probably would have got paid the same way in another way, and maybe it's just decided that'd be the most funny way to do it.
Or it could actually, yeah, it could actually be something for like tax purposes.
That's the
to
pension.
say he was part of the production in some way.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
it changes the way his expenses work or something. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
genius.
It's pension money. Wolf
True.
Sujay. Where's my triangle? 3 players remaining for Rogue. Sick has been picked off. Hiko emerging from the underpass. Ooh, that's interesting now. Does he make the play towards Cat because the bomb's in Viaps and Cadian's won his duel as well? So surely the charge is on. Does Hiko try to cut off the rotation? Do they gamble? Seems some uncertainty as to what to do. Cadian looking for more picks, trying to cut off the rotation. But they're waiting, SK. Hiko sees nothing in the middle area, so Cadian will wait for his teammate to make a more secure approach. They don't know if the site is safe, but it's their own clock which is running down. Do SK wonder if it's a rotation back towards the A site? Apparently not, because Stewie's rotating off of A, but they're still being very careful about it. Fakes just in case. Now the bomb will go down.
Yeah, really interesting spot actually. See how SK will deal with this. Cadian's ready for a peek from Shorty's being teased. Oh, he's going to have to reposition here. This is really smart stuff from SK, the way that they are using utility, and that will afford Cole to make his way forwards, but very nicely done by Cadian. There's one. How much more can he get? He's going to have to do the rest himself. There's another shot, but he's going to whiff it. He's buying so much time here. A missed flick. Is there time? Yes, there is. Not enough done by the remainder of Rogue in Cadian and Hiko, and the round will be won by SK. They are having not the easiest of times, but they are certainly on quite the streak of rounds.
9-2. Where is the money for Rogue? Maybe they have to decide if they want to force it up. Second kill from Fallen, third kill from Fallen, final kill from Fallen. They will force it up. 3 rifles and 2 SMGs. We've seen the odd Negev here and there, but mainly one Inferno from teams in a better position. Lots of information, lots of dots on the radar for Stewie 2K. May have seen the entire team in mid, but which way will they go? Rotation into B, but now things start to slow down. Rogue reset the situation.
Smart. Fallen will be investigating that eventuality. Cadian still expecting something towards the sites, not accounting for the rotation, and Fallen will get traded out, but there's a lot of information now for SK. That actually puts him in a pretty good position. You can see that Stewie has Cat. He's going to miss the flick. Does have an HE as well. Got to be cautious here. Oh, nicely done from behind cover. That's how you do it. You always use that cover. Oh, that is a great way to finish it off. Style points.
Style points for young Stewart. with that nade, you would almost think he still knows how to play basketball.
Yeah, that was glorious. Bish, bash,
Why you do this?
He would cast the whole
Leave me
round
alone.
like that.
Slide into my DMs.
Oh!
I think he moved before shooting. Don't even know where that one went. But Fur is here with the drill. The drill dozer for you GBA nerds.
They just try to split A with 4 people mid.
Oh look, it's the bomb.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So,
Hello.
what are you going to do here? You're stuck in mid. The bomb is lost in connector. You got 5 SK players waiting to take you down.
This looks rough.
Where
looks
is your
rough like
glass?
sandpaper.
Where
Looks
is
rough
your
like
now?
other things which are rough. He goes alive for the time being. So many grenades flying through over the connector position to allow CT peek. Weiss has managed to collect the bomb. And there is the trade. Multiple trades. Hiko, oh, we were so close. He is a bit of an AWPer, Hiko. But it's not often you get to see it.
Just really rough, James.
What is really rough?
Shark skin.
Shark skin is very rough.
It is like sandpaper.
I've had a number of sharks swim into me. And it is very rough. Sharks bump into potential prey to see if they bleed because their skin is that rough.
Wow. That's insane, isn't it?
So they bump into you from behind, then they'll look at you, see if you bleed. If you bleed, they'll kill you and eat you. If you don't bleed, then you're like, I don't know.
Then what are you? Well,
I know, maybe it's a tombola. See what ball comes out first. Do I kill and devour? Or do I leave him alone?
Kill and devour. Kill, crush, and destroy. Stewie, Fur, in a great position to get all the frags. Maybe Fur not so much, considering that he was denied. He's with team kill. Thank you very much, Katie. Okay, we'll get another one. Stewie's gone down. It's a bit chaotic, but it will be under control in the end.
Chaotic?
Upper management have arrived, sorted it all out.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Escorted
Still
Conor
thinking
McGregor
about the
off the
shark
premises.
Did you ever say, did you do whale shark diving in the aquarium or in
In the aquarium in Georgia, yeah.
You never seen him in the nature yet?
Not yet, no.
Have you?
My dad did that. I've been waiting to go do it. Sounds like a blast. There's like big, slow semi-trucks gracefully just swimming past you.
Nice flick from Stewie, and he will go back. He's feeling confident, and why not? The score is 12-2. He has the information for his team. And again, this is almost Fnatic-esque, where he'll take the risks just for the psychological warfare, at the very least. Fallen on a ramp, a reversal of roles, perhaps a high flashbang, but not expecting them to be so deep so quick, and that leaves Bolts alone, 1 versus 3. Moving through the underpass area. Often seen towards CT, and they don't have CT. And Bolts will often be holding that late for a CT side on a retake. So this may not be the most expected position, but Rogue have the numbers to cover these angles. Hiko moving to the fireboxes. Ooh, that's one player spotted, but no, not this time. 3 rounds for Rogue.
Yeah, that's a grim tale, and I mean, it's what we expected. We sort of set it up in the pregame. There is way too much to worry about when it comes to SK on the CT side. Even if they lack a structure, you have around like a round where they bought 3 AWPs. Stewie sitting in connector. It looks awful, and then he kills 4 people in a crazy series of high octane dynamic positions. And I mean, there's so many players capable of that on the team, so it's very, very hard to get past SK. And they're on the T side now. They've opted to get a couple PT50s. They've got 3 Kevlars. I love this. They've got 2 smokes, 2 flashes. I think this is really cool from SK. I think the utility is underused usually on pistols on the T side. And look how passively they're playing. They're expecting the mid push, and also they're checking underpass, which is the meta. That a lot of teams will send 2 or 3 CTs in underpass at the moment. And you can see that SK have just been waiting. They're just chilling. However, it will be the CTs to get the first frag, but there is the response from Stewie and Biaps. Nice! In top mid, doing damage. Those are the 2 players with no Kevlar and the bomb. They had the nades as well.
Well, this is interesting. Opportunity knocks for Rogue. Stewie with the P250. Bolt's joining his teammate. Stewie's been raid boss. I like this change from SK. I don't think I've noticed it beyond today. I also like this run from Rogue because they're winning it. Will they win it? Stewie's got the bomb and off he goes. They're all in mid. One person rotating towards A. The smokes try and cover his back as he... Oh, the GMD see him.
Oh, I love that. That was so sick otherwise. If you hadn't seen him, I would have loved to see someone
might
who
have
had a
heard
game
the
sense.
trash can sound.
Ah, maybe that was it. Yeah, you're right.
It's cool they dropped Stu the gun, but I feel like he's not a P250. But, you know, maybe that first shot says otherwise.
Bish. Bash.
I think if you fire one shot at a time rather than spam, which is never a good idea on a pistol rounds, that it has similarities to a USP, the P250. Just need to strafe cancel one tap, and if your aim is there, then so is the head. On a plate, on a shelf, wherever you like. Anyway, Rogue are in the driving seat for the time being. Cadian, though, has taken some damage top mid, but he's managed to fall back with his M4A4. Does not want to give that one up early. So SK have forced the CTs away. They have forced honesty into the CTs. And Fer has made his way to connector. How far will he go? It is Fer after all. He may simply continue.
One in his head. Ooh, that felt like a frag there. Had a really good timing on the peak, but couldn't connect. Be careful now. Hiko's got a superior angle, and he will be punished. But though, oh, he can't quite get his frag. Vice will defend. Now it's Bolt's turn perhaps to walk out onto the site. We'll see. He is likely going to die, though. If he does that, he's now given his position away. So perhaps he's just trying to get some eyes onto the Palace whilst Stewie and Fallen make their way up in pit. Cold lurking around middle. This seems like a very... I can't see SK winning this round. This is looking very grim indeed. They can't get in.
Oh,
nice.
Beautiful. That is sick.
Yeah, didn't quite find it. There's a couple instances there where SK could have probably picked up some frags, and in the end, Kobe.
Double Kobe. Kobe and Shaq.
Mate, you're not... I mean...
What?
Never mind.
What, Dan?
Never mind, never mind. Moving on. So, full eco for SK. Rogue have actually created a situation where they can do this. They can do this with the run boost. Hello. Ooh.
It's funny because the run booster, everyone wants to shoot that guy, but he's probably the second guy you need to even shoot. Because not only is he flying through the air, but he lands and has the land.
Yep.
Unless it's simple. If it's simple, he will land and shoot you in the face. If it's simple, you have to prioritize him at all times. Anybody else, the man standing on the floor.
Pink like halo floating above his head. Find him. Kill him. 12-6 here.
Yes.
And, you know, if SK were to know that they weren't upgrading the ops, they might. They'd probably just go slow this whole round. We'll pull them apart.
Wow. Pulse is doing an amazing job defending this aggression in Palace. Game's going to try to drop a smoke.
Surprised he didn't reload there.
He'll get the frag with the MP7. And Vice still doing very good work. Picking one off too, but Cold Zero is ready to take down Cadian. Cold trying to avoid the flashbangs. Stewie, meanwhile, in mid, able to get a pick off into connector. So trying to combine forces with Cold so they can play off each other in the 2v3. This is a very hard spot, though. Stewie, though, will make it somewhat easier. Beautiful timing from Stewie to check towards Ticket. Now it's down to GMD.
Cold with a smoke in his hand, and it's going towards the CT position. GMD, I was going to say going past the angle, but coming back for it. Stewie was the one in red. Cold Zero is the one taken out. Stewie manages to trade, though, with 13 HP.
Little 4K there for young Stu as he was the man of the round.
It was interesting at the beginning of the round because Fer did a smoke top mid from the stairs that poke out of the wall a bit, which is not normally where you throw it from, but I think he did it from there to free up Stewie, who goes here instead to throw a different smoke, which he didn't throw last round, and you see again. Okay, there seems to be some discussion as to what they want to do. So, is Stewie going to throw a smoke? Maybe. Stewie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on here?
Fallen has, maybe there's like some Portuguese or something. And he's
Okay, he's holding mid.
There's a small chance that he's like showing something on a screen and they're talking about something.
Possibly, because There we go. Right, there's top mid smoke, and Stewie, or Fallen, was throwing another one, maybe from the window. In the meantime, Cold Zero is going to walk into A, avoid the stairs player, Cadian, who is exposed to Palace perhaps, but I think there was a smoke down, and Vice has made his way towards top mid, presumably, I think he was in the smoke or something, but anyway, they've got the kill. And now Rogue have been forced out of the A site. Hiko, the only man not in connector, and this is going to be a very interesting rotation.
Yeah, this is so strange. Rogue sort of evacuating the site to kind of defend from connector, from middle, and riding themselves at the same time. SK trying to get that bomb down finally. So this is interesting. The funny thing is that SK have to suspect at minimum a player from the flanks. Fallen's gone to deal with that. I wondered if they would try to even ignore it potentially, or how they would handle this, but this will be fairly standard in the way that they'll deal with this. Bolts at tickets. Very nice from Fallen. Good crosshair placement, expecting...
You see how he jumped across it? It's a very subtle thing. Do you know why he did that?
Go for it.
He knows his teammate's not watching stairs, so as he kills that guy, he knows that the guy who's stairs waiting for the retake might have peeked stairs and killed him as he crossed the line. It's very easy for everyone to understand. Again, this is cool to think about because sometimes people don't realize the small movements. Like right here, he gets a frag, he knows he could get shot from the left, so he kind of makes a little b-hop.
Yeah.
It's good spatial awareness.
That's a fantastic observation, Jordan. Not only do you make me a better player when I watch your stream, but you also make me a better player when you watch our stream.
I thought you were going to say it makes you a better human as well. But
yeah, something pro.
I think
No, let's not go that far.
Jordan's wholesome approach to higher strike.
Too far gone there. Way too far.
Way too far. We talk out in person. I am not
Jordan's holistic coaching, Counter-Strike, and life.
Very anecdotal.
And
100% of the time, every time.
100% of the time, every time.
I was born in the darkness, Dan.
Got Velcro on my butt.
You can win 100% of rounds in Counter-Strike by being the better team. What's with these misquotations? We're not a news network.
You sound so confident in a delivery of that misquote as well.
Yeah.
That it sounds like you're on a stage and people are paying you money.
Yeah, I know, it sounds so good, doesn't it?
Giving us a quick tutorial on how to kill someone no matter where he's at on your screen. And Hiko.
That's the bomb, though.
This is so weird for Hiko. How does Hiko want to play this? Like, SK still haven't decided where they're going, so...
And they heard that reload.
Yeah, Hiko does not have anything going for him at the moment.
Beautiful.
Gave the SK a lot of info.
Wah,
and
wah,
he will go down.
That's why you need to learn to pop flash connector from top mid people.
So in that position, Jordan, are you thinking just should I just like go to CT, just let them plant, and try to completely reset
Hiko?
the info, or how do you, Hiko?
Yeah, so there's two things there. One, you can't reload, otherwise they heard you, which is why that pop flash came in. Two, you can't play an angle where you guaranteed the double lineup because you only have 16 bullets, and even though it's an easy 2K, it's not 100%. So you could just hold an angle connector for like 20 seconds and then assume that they're walking up cat together or somewhere together, regrouping up for B probably. And then after about 10-15 seconds, you got to clear something. If you sit in the corner too long, that's 50-50.
Right, need some
If
info.
you move a little, you might die, but at least your odds on finding them are now 60-40, 70-30, and then you have high HP. Do you want to find them? Yeah, I don't know. It's very that's very like when CS isn't black and white, you know.
Yeah. I like it. Thank you, John.
Yeah, someone like Crims might be like, I hide jungle the whole round right there. You'd be like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah. Well, Rogue have given themselves a decent chance in this one. Bolts is very low. He's in critical condition. All the lights are flashing red around him. And SK down to 4 players. They don't have mid control. Rogue can aggress in the mid if they want to get the information. They've got good positions for it. They've kind of avoided A mostly. Fallen's lurking there. So there's some options here for SK as they look to go B.
Note that Bolts threw the bomb to his teammate, did not throw it on the floor because the CTs would probably hear that and have a lot of information. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one indeed. And there's a lot of CTs huddled around the middle position, and they're going to quickly be in position to stop this push coming in. Team flash perhaps, but the frags go the way of SK. 19 seconds to get this bomb down. GMD trying to stop it by making a few footsteps, but Cold Zero will take him out. What a comeback from SK. That is absurd.
Marcelo David.
Leaving
I gotta do it to him, baby.
as the last man standing, and Bolts will finish him off. That did not look doable.